What's up guys, Josh Blunt here and welcome to my channel where I break down everything you need to know about exercise and nutrition for beginners and much more. I have done many videos on this channel about different diets that are centered around weight loss because I do believe that's what the majority of people are after. But it's important to keep an open mind because there's a lot of different approaches, so it's better to try a variety of different things to see which one works best for you, and that's why I cover so many different approaches. Losing weight is obviously going to come with a number of other health benefits, and some of these health benefits might be overlooked, and that's why today I'm going to be covering another very popular and very beneficial diet. The difference between this diet is that the specific diet is centered around treating or preventing hypertension. Now, hypertension is just a fancy way to say high blood pressure, and the specific diet that I'm talking about that is centered around this is the DASH diet. DASH is just an acronym for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension or High Blood Pressure. So obviously this diet is going to be centered around that, but that doesn't mean it's not going to come with many other health benefits, including weight loss, which all of those we will cover in this video. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything you need to know about the DASH diet, including the benefits and how to approach this specific lifestyle. Let's dive in. Alright, so the DASH diet is going to focus on fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean meat. So a lot of different varieties here, very easy to follow. And that is exactly what determines the success of your general health. Something that you can stick with consistently because consistency is where all of the results are at. Now, as I've mentioned before, the DASH diet is going to focus on reducing high blood pressure and even the risk of heart disease. So it's not going to focus heavily on weight loss. But most successful diets, including the DASH diet, are going to have very similar things in common regardless of their agenda, regardless of their main focus, right? I did an entire video on that right here. So weight loss is definitely going to be an added perk to this diet, which I'll cover a little bit more in just a moment, but let's talk about the main focuses of this diet. Many healthcare professionals believe that high blood pressure is going to come to high amounts of sodium in the foods that they're eating. So with that being said, when you're following the DASH diet, it's only recommended to have about 1 teaspoon of salt throughout the day. But don't worry about it, there are many ways to add flavor to your food. We'll talk about that in just a second. So with that being said, in my opinion, these are very small sacrifices when we're talking about the overall benefits that come with following this diet, especially if you're already at high risk from the things that we're going to be talking about. Now, blood pressure is basically just a matter of force put on the blood vessels and the organs as the blood passes through your body. So following any healthy diet is definitely going to have similar benefits, including lowering your blood pressure, because healthier foods tend to have lower amounts of sodium unless you're adding in a ton of salt. But this diet is specific for lowering the amount of sodium that you're taking in per day. Therefore, it's going to give you the best results when we're talking about lowering your blood pressure. People following this diet, even if they didn't necessarily lose weight, still saw many benefits as far as their blood pressure goes, right? Losing weight is just about going into a calorie deficit. If you don't know what a calorie deficit is, I did an entire video on that right here. But regardless, people following this diet, just by lowering their sodium levels, even if they didn't lose weight, they still saw their blood pressure go down. Let me give you an example. If your maintenance in calories is 2,000 calories per day, meaning if you eat 2,000 calories a day, you're going to stay the same weight. If you're eating chicken and vegetables and whole grains, but lowering the sodium intake, not doing as much salt, then you're not going to lose any weight because your maintenance in calories is 2,000. You're eating 2,000 calories, so you're going to stay the same weight, but your blood pressure is still going to drop, which again is the main focus of this diet. Quick note, if you're getting any value out of this video, please hit that like button so YouTube will share that value with other people, and feel free to subscribe for weekly content. Thank you for the support. Let's continue. The DASH diet has consistently been ranked among the top successful diets that you could follow. And in my opinion, it's because it's not a quick fix diet that was put together by some social media influencer, and rather a diet that has proven to be successful and easy to follow long term if that's what you choose to do. It's not a diet that's going to cut out important macronutrients and cut your calorie intake in half. Nobody wants to follow a diet like that. And nobody is going to be successful long term on these quick fix scams. Remember, these are lifestyle changes, and a lifestyle lasts, well, a lifetime. So it's very important to find something that you feel that you can do for that long, which sometimes is very hard to find. The DASH diet is also going to focus on potassium-rich foods like bananas or spinach or sweet potatoes as a few examples, because these minerals have shown to reduce blood pressure. So when you're following this diet, it's going to give you individual portions for each food group to make sure that you hit your goals successfully. I'm not going to go into portions in this video because that's going to be centered around the individual, their lifestyle, their goals, their height, their weight, etc., etc. So that's going to be up to you. But there are reference charts and other tools that you can use following this diet if you're ever confused about portions regarding your weight and your individual goals. Now, even though this diet is centered around blood pressure, heart health, cholesterol, things like that, weight loss is definitely a part of it as well. Mainly because it focuses on eating whole foods that are high in fiber, high in protein, and also recommends eating fruits as a snack over a bag of chips. So with that being said, obviously weight loss is going to be a common result if you're focused on smarter dietary choices. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I don't recommend cutting back all the desirable foods completely, but by limiting those or cutting back a little bit, it's definitely going to make a solid impact on weight loss. But look at it this way, if you're already following a healthy nutrition plan, even if it's one that you put together for yourself, then you're not likely to see much weight loss following the DASH diet. You're already getting these results. But on the other hand, whatever diet that you're following, if you do lower the sodium intake, then you are going to see the benefits of blood pressure and heart health. Now, if weight loss is something that you're looking for while following this diet as well as lowering your blood pressure, then you're simply going to want to find how many calories your body needs to maintain its body weight. I did an entire video on that right here, breaking it down, giving you a general idea. Once you have that number, a general idea on what your body needs to maintain its body weight, then what you want to do is just cut back your portions a tad, something that is manageable. Remember, 1 pound of body fat is 3,500 calories. So if you're looking to lose 1 pound of body fat in a week, then you need to be in a deficit of 500 calories per day to get to that number. Many of you might think that that's kind of extreme to cut back 500 calories in food per day, and it kind of is, at least in the beginning. So in that case, cut back 300 calories out of your food and then do an additional 20 to 30 minutes of cardio each day, which is going to burn roughly 200 calories or so, which will equal that 500 calories that you're looking for. I have many videos on my channel that cover weight loss when we're talking about exercising, nutrition plans, mistakes that all beginners make, the mindset that it takes to get there. So if you're interested in something like that, make sure you check out those other videos after this one. If anybody has actually followed the DASH diet, I would like to know your experiences, so feel free to share those experiences in the comment section down below. Now, the DASH diet is going to be very similar to something like the Mediterranean diet if you've ever looked into something like that, and that's why both of these diets are ranked at the top year after year. I did an entire video on the Mediterranean diet right here. But what are the differences? The DASH diet is going to include a lot more dairy and eggs than the Mediterranean diet will, and not only that, but the Mediterranean diet is also famous for allowing you to drink wine within the diet as being okay, and the DASH diet does not. Not that you can't drink the wine on the DASH diet, it's just not included. So if you are a big wine drinker, I know that I love some wine, then maybe you could check out the Mediterranean diet next. Again, finding what works for you is ultimately going to be the best approach overall. So the reason that this diet has been so popular and most importantly successful is because there really isn't any crazy rules that you need to follow to be successful like you would if you were following the ketogenic diet. It's not going to be a very strict diet, and it's not going to eliminate major macronutrients and food groups. It's just going to be a healthy diet and focuses on making healthier lifestyle choices and lowering the sodium. Somebody who is really serious about weight loss, heart health, blood pressure, and on and on and on is going to look at these sacrifices of the DASH diet and think, I can do this, and they do, and you can as well. Starting out on the DASH diet is very simple, and you don't need to make drastic changes. All you need to do is add a fruit or vegetable to each meal, eat a meal or two throughout the week without meat, use herbs and spices to flavor your food instead of salt, which is what I do anyways. Make some of these small changes, and then over time, they equal big results, and you're good to go. You can approach this diet however you want. If you're looking for weight loss, if you're looking for better overall health, if you're looking to lower your blood pressure, your cholesterol, better heart health, and on and on and on. Because these are some of the benefits that you're going to get when following the DASH diet. Now let's make one thing clear. Lowering your sodium intake for those with high blood pressure is definitely going to have a solid impact. But for those without high blood pressure, lowering your sodium intake, the benefits aren't as clear. And the reason is because people could be salt sensitive, to where salt is going to have a greater impact on blood pressure compared to others. That's going to be the theory anyways. So I want to make it very clear. I'm not saying that the healthiest approach to life is a low sodium diet. What I'm saying is that the people following a DASH diet who had high blood pressure, it definitely made an impact. It definitely either reversed it or helped with high blood pressure. Again, we were all different and we all face different realities, which is okay, but there is a healthy approach for everyone out there, and it might be different from the person standing next to you. But the end goal is the same for everyone, and that is better overall health. So never stop learning, never stop adjusting, and never stop growing. All right, guys, that is all that I have for you today. I hope that you got at least a little bit of value out of this video. If you did, please hit that like button so YouTube will share that value with other people. If you're feeling generous, please subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate your support. If you have any questions questions, comments, anything that you'd like to say, put it in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.